Okay, I think we're ready. Welcome into your reading, Gemini. This is going to be a general message. This is for anyone with prominent placements, Gemini placements in your birth chart. Thank you for being here. Hope everyone is doing well today. Let's see what's coming through in your general message for today. So far, I'm hearing like a beat, like a thump. I don't know if you've ever seen Jumanji, and it's just like this doop, 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 like a heartbeat or something like that. So it's very strong. It's very deep. There's a lot of bass in this reading. I mean, in this noise, in this sound. It's like sound waves. So I don't know if some of you are using sound waves, meditation, watching videos, listening to this like this beat, some type of beat, musical beat. I don't know if you're creating your own music. I do feel that for some of you that you're a creator, or more than anything, I'm feeling that it's like you're new to it. You're dabbling into producing or creating beats or music. If you're not doing that, there's something around this that may be helpful for you at this time. So beats and music were coming through for you. It was also this thing of like a hypnotic feeling as you are listening to this. So you might be going into trance. But it is this image of like, I don't know if you've seen that. I'm sure you've seen that when they show like a visual representation of music or sound, right? And with the beats and the highs and the lows, I have no idea what I'm saying. I honestly have no idea. But it's just this thing. I don't know if you're relating to that or not, but it does look like that, and it sounds like a deep beat. Okay. It's making me feel timing, like there's a time element. You got the card of Kairos from the Wild Archetype deck by Kim Kranz. The Wild Unknown Archetype deck, sorry. So this card does talk about like a timing factor, okay, from like a synchronicity type of perspective. So it's like right time, right place. But because this beat is continuous, it makes me feel like there is time is ticking. I don't know. It also makes me feel like you want to do something, you want to move forward with something, you're waiting for something. Time is ticking, right? Like there's a little bit of impatience. It's like, what do I do with myself? Like the pacing back and forth while you're waiting for something. You're trying to keep yourself busy. Is this why you're going into music? Is this why you're going in, like you're finding some sort of hobby to distract yourself? Like something is taking too long. You have a lot of time on your hands. I'm also getting this thing around some of you. It's like, how is this? Like it's so quiet where you are that you hear your heartbeat, Yeah, so you want to watch with that, just rooting it down to the physical level. If you're hearing your heart beating or you're feeling it beat, watch the caffeine intake, certain things that like cause heart palpitations or, just something like that. I'm in no way have any medical training, so don't, take my word for it, but there's something around the heartbeat. Like it's so quiet that you could hear your heartbeat. So it may have you a little antsy, a little fussy, maybe pacing a lot and trying to distract yourself. There's something around music, like I said, where that may help. Some of you may be producing your own music. I feel more than anything, for whoever I'm picking up on, you're new to it and you're dabbling into it. I see and feel like a room, with musical instruments or some kind of like electronic setup. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could just be from the fact that, you know, you needed to distract yourself because you had a lot of time on your hands. Something is taking long. Then next thing you know, you're creating beats, and now it's a matter of you're liking it, you're good at it, you're interested in it, something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Let me know, Gemini. But yeah, it was this beat, this like jungle, shamanic, you know, rhythm, patterns, and like creating I don't know why this is coming through this way, but it's like an auditory, like a musical sensation or experience, but translating that into visuals. Okay, so there's like some electronic work, some tech work, but creative as well, where you're creating the music and you are expressing it visually through art in some way. I don't know. Okay, let's see. What is coming through for the Gemini that I am picking up on today? All right, so yeah, very talkative. It was very pacey, like a little hyper. I don't think that you are sleeping a lot. I don't think it doesn't feel like you're very rested, like it's just a lot of movement, but not necessarily movement in a way where there's an intention and there's a direction. It's more just everywhere. Unless I'm just like really, really sitting into the Gemini energy that I'm not so used to it. I don't know if this is how you guys normally are, but it's everywhere. It's dabbling into everything, thinking about everything. There's so much. Okay, let's get to the cards. So 6 of Cups in your personal energy, 5 of Pentacles. There's a perception of loss here in your personal energy. So you're thinking to yourself that you've lost something. You're thinking about something that you have lost. What is going on? All right. So you have the 6 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Star. You lost something that you really want. You're lacking something. You feel like you're lacking something. Something has made you feel handicapped in some way. It's like you're telling me, like, I did it out of love. My intentions were pure. Why is this happening? Some of you do have hope, though. Okay, so your intentions were pure. You have hope. You're not giving up, but you know that you've gone backwards. You know that you have, like it was like if you were at the 10 of Pentacles at some point and all of a sudden you took 5 steps back. Somebody may feel like they need assistance or some sort of support. Some of you may be feeling a little ill. You may have some, I don't know, body health concerns at this time. I think that this is coming from a place of like anxiety. But there is hope. There is positivity. There is light. As long as you maintain like this purity of intention, as long as you stay in the light and see that this is just a moment in time, this isn't going to last forever. You know, just continue working on it, continue getting better. If it is like a health thing, you know, just continue to follow, like do the things that you're supposed to do, like it'll pass. I do feel that strongly. Whatever it is that you are going through that is making you feel like you are handicapped in some way, it does seem like it's going to pass. The Star is here reminding you that, you know, there is hope for the future. It does not, I'm hearing it doesn't make sense to give up. Like somebody needs to know that part. Like, it doesn't make sense to give up. There is major, major healing involved here, both with the Five of Pentacles and the Star. And how do you do that? Self-love. This is making me also go back in time. I don't know if some of you are doing like shamanic healing, astral projection, some sort of meditation where it's taking you back to heal your childhood wounds. There is an element here of shadow work. There's something about a moment when you were younger that needs to be faced, that needs to be looked at. A moment where you felt that you lacked something, where you felt that you could not do it, no matter what you were faced with, or I don't know what it is, but this is a feeling of a moment in time where you knew that you could not do it. Like it took so much out of you. It took effort. It took help. It took years, it took time, effort, like all these things to get out of a situation. So obviously that is traumatic, you know, those times when we are at our lowest, even though we've overcome them. And for some of you, it may be years ago when this happened. There's something there that wants to be looked at and healed and released. Wherever you feel that you are lacking about yourself, like some people lack, like, you know, maybe let's just be general, like self-love or self-worth, right? Maybe some people lack the feeling of being intelligent, or I don't know, like you lack experience. There's somewhere about yourself, about your character, about your personality, where you feel lack. Go there. There's something around that needs to be overcome, needs to be faced, needs to be looked at. But around this dark area, there is so much light and so much blessing. There are people on in your corner. There is someone in your surroundings that is and does have good intentions, pure intentions. You may have known this person from long ago. You may have grown up with this person. There's something around like getting in touch with them again or connecting with them in some way. And this person is making you feel good again. This person is helping you get past this moment. They're also helping like with the fact that, you know, you can see light at the end of this tunnel, whatever it is. Or this could be you doing this for someone else as well. You are not trapped. You are not alone. There, like, you know, there's a way to get out of this. It's a lot of this has to do with, like I said, the shadow work, but it also has to do with a shift in mentality, a shift in your thought process here. Focusing on what you can do, focusing on what you can control, releasing the things that have happened that were out of your control. Connecting with spirit, connecting with your higher self, connecting with your guides, with your guardian angel. All right, let's see what else is coming through in the environment for the Gemini, please. Beautiful. High Priestess. Ooh, Death card. There's a need for change here for the majority of you. You have felt it coming, you know. Oh my goodness gracious. In your environment, you have the High Priestess, Death, and the Hierophant. Okay. Just like always, like every other reading that I do for you, there is a bigger purpose. You have a bigger purpose. Continue on this path. There's a lot of spiritual energy coming through in this reading today. The majority of the group that I'm reading for has really tapped in to their spiritual side recently. You're doing a lot of dark work, a lot of shadow work, which is beautiful. I love this for you, like so much. And that is, that feeling that I was getting with the shamanic drumming. I know that some of you are using the shamanic meditation, maybe even like herbal medicine, like these more spiritual, deep healing modalities to help you transform. And you can be literally going to these places, right? Like I'm feeling like ayahuasca, or I don't know what they're all called. I know that there's so many different ones, but like they have resorts, right? You go to South America or something like that, and you spend time here, like cleaning and releasing some of these toxins, and connecting with spirit, which in turn helps you face certain parts of yourself that you could not face in the matrix reality of your day-to-day life. For some of you, if you're not doing that, you're diving into, more deeply, like diving into knowledge around these modalities, or following YouTube influencers or, creators who do this, something like that. I don't know, but there's a lot of spiritual work going on here to transform, to heal these parts of you. There are so many of us that are waking up to this concept, even if you're not, even if you have not been a long time believer in this, even if you're just noticing and realizing that, hey, like there is work to be done, like there is this like certain parts of you that need to be healed, they need to be faced or whatever. How can I say this? Like, it just feels like maybe some of you were not into this before because you didn't feel like you needed it. And maybe I'm also feeling for some of you, you still don't necessarily feel like you need it, but you've had a taste of it. That's strong. Like you've had a taste of it. And there's something about this connection to self, connection to life, connection to spirit, but more so in this deep, darker areas of one's psyche, of one's emotion that you've tasted. Like maybe some of you thought, all of this stuff, this woohoo stuff was like love and light or whatever, until you saw or felt the dark, until you saw or felt the deep part of it, which is when, how can I say this? Like in the dark, there's, I don't know, there's this profound transformative sensation or experience that can happen, that can come through, which is out of this world, out of the ordinary, I don't know. It just feels like some of you have tapped into that. There is, in your environment, there's a lot of this going on. So it just makes me feel like you have recently been introduced to people like this, or you've had an opportunity to, maybe get a healing or limpia, right? Like a cleansing, or, something happened and it's just like, wow, like you tapped into this whole other side of you that was just dormant. And now it's awakening, it's coming to life and you're seeing it, and I feel strongly that you are taking it seriously, that you're appreciating it, that you're having fun with it even. It's like you just want to know more. And Jupiter is going into Gemini later in May, and I'm recording this May 7th of 2023. So there is something around expansion. All right. So whatever you find yourself doing, whatever, I don't know, everybody's birth chart is different. Everybody has their Gemini sun in a different place. Some of you may not be Gemini rising. You know, you may have like strong Gemini placements or a lot of energy in your third house. It could be anything, right? But what I'm trying to say is like, whatever you are dabbling in the next year and a half or two, it's just going to make bigger and expand it. All right. The projects, the initiatives, the new starts, the hobbies, you know, the skills that you're learning, like all the work that you're going to be doing the next couple of years is going to get bigger in one area of your life in some way, shape, or form. So something to think about here is that this is growth at the end of the day. This to me feels like major growth. And the only way that this Gemini, whoever I'm tapping into, was able to tap into that and like open the door to this ascension or open the door to this growth is to go into the dark, into the depths, you know, of oneself and really connect with your inner knowing, with your true higher self, get out of the box, get out of the matrix, right? See things from a bigger picture. It's really beautiful. For some of you, you may have a really spiritual connection with another person in your life right now. Two people here may have come together and their meeting, their connection was a catalyst to this spiritual healing, this spiritual work. Two people here have empathetic skills, talents, like sensitive, right? Like sensitive to energy. Maybe the both of you, by coming together, you have awakened your gifts, your spiritual gifts, which that absolutely does happen. Sometimes we need a person to connect, like we connect with the right person that opens up a certain gift that we have, right? And I was feeling how something was dormant, something was not being used, was not awakened yet. Two spiritualists here. I don't know if this is both sides of you with your whole dualistic personality, or this is literally another person that you're dealing with. But again, very spiritual. I think one person is more traditional than the other, though. Like traditional religion, where the other person considers themselves more spiritual and non-traditional. I also am picking up on a certain group of you that are dealing with a person or a group who is traditional, and you are opening their perspective and their belief systems a little bit here. You're challenging their beliefs. Yeah. I will say for that group, it's not easy to do this. This is a very stubborn type of individual who is very stayed in their ways, who prefers tradition. So if you're having a hard time with this person, right, like from a spiritual perspective, seeing eye to eye with them, we like, whether they know it or not, right? And I'm speaking to the more spiritual side, the more spiritual person out of these two people, whether they know it or not. Every one of us has like a preference, you know. We worship a certain way, we connect a certain way. Some of us connect more with the elements, right? And the energy, and we can sense it, feel it, and put it into how can I say, like a box in a sense where we know what it is. Other people can't do that without putting a face to it, right? And I'm not knocking on it. I am open to all spiritual concepts and all religions. I do think that there's benefit to all of it, you know. But the more religious types prefer a deity, prefer a face, prefer a temple, you know, to go worship, prefer rules and traditions, right? And that's just how either they were raised that way, which most of us were, especially if you're a millennial and older, or they just, you know, happen to connect in better that way in those ways. Therefore, that's their preference. So they may come across as like righteous or like this is the correct way, but whoever is the more spiritual person here should know and should see, like, obviously there's no right or wrong when it comes to connecting with source, for one. And two, you know, that's probably just their way. That's their preference, right? Like they need tradition and that should be okay. So if you are having challenges communicating with this person, just see it from a different perspective, you know, shift your perspective a little bit on this person and where they're coming from. So you can be able to relate to them a little bit better. Other than that, I do think that somebody is opening another person's mind that is usually more stubborn in their ways. Very unchangeable here with this person. The high priestess is more fluid. The high priestess can go up, down, all around. You know, this is not necessarily the type of person or character or energy who knows right and wrong, or how can I say, who is like, what is this like? It's not that they don't know right and wrong. They know right and wrong, but they know that there is no wrong way. There is no right way, right? They're fluid. They're open. That's why you have the black and the white here. Here you have just the black, right? Like this person only knows this, only believes this. So I don't know. We'll see what this connection is about. You may just be healing with this person, whether consciously or subconsciously. But by coming together with them, there's a lot of transformation going on here. All right, I've gone enough with this. Let's see what's coming through. So you have the 10 of Wands, Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, Temperance. No, I thought I had room. Sorry. All right. What's next? So Temperance card, which is Jupiter. Here's our Jupiter energy. I'm finding it hard to love. Okay, somebody is just saying that, or somebody has come through with that thought process. I'm finding it hard to love. Okay. Somebody is saying it's too hard to love me. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot going on here with this 10 of Wands. It feels pressured. It feels like obligated. I'm getting obligation here. Like somebody feels like they have to do things a certain way. They have to be a certain way, as it relates to how they love something, how they show their affection, how they show their care. And there's a need to find equilibrium, to find alignment, balance, have patience. The patience factor is big, especially like throughout this entire reading. Because in the beginning, when I was tapping into your energy. It felt like you were pacing, you know, and there was this thing around time. Like, is it time yet? And I don't know. It feels like like somebody is forcing something to happen. Why? Why do you feel like you need to force it? Or why is somebody forcing something here? Doesn't work like that. You're like, somebody here is trying to create a synchronistic moment. Somebody here is trying to create these, like, I don't know. It's like when you're first notice a pattern in numbers, right? And you're always seeing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like everywhere you look. Like, when is it enough? Right? Like, when is it like it's too much, therefore it loses its entire meaning. It loses the magic. So you're forcing, and it could be someone else. That doesn't have to be you, but somebody is forcing a synchronistic moment. It's like these memes where, what is it? It's like the guy wants the girl to like him, so he always texts at 11:11 or something, right? Like, this is not true coincidence. It's not true synchronicity. It's not true magic here. You may be dealing with a Jupiterian, heavy Jupiter personality, has a lot of Sagittarius in their chart. This Sagittarius is your opposite sign. So there's something around opposites attract and opposition, seeing like somebody is opposite from you. So like a mirror. So what parts of this person do you see in yourself? But yeah, I don't know, because the Daughter of Wands here with the Son of Cups. So there is obligation and expectation for something to happen, for two people, two energies to align themselves and come together in a more harmonious way. But it just doesn't feel true. It doesn't feel natural. If we are speaking about two people, these are very, 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 very different personalities. You have a Knight of Cups who is a romantic. Okay, he or she, they romanticize the situation. They're more in their feels. They're more sensitive, fragile. You know, they like affection. They like words of affirmation. They like magical moments and to feel, you know, like this connection is like the once in a million years type of thing. Like, there's nothing else like it, whatever. And it's no offense to anybody, you know. I mean, it's a water-based type of energy, and it's beautiful. But it's connecting with a Daughter of Wands, male or female. This is usually the Knight of Wands. This person, this personality, character, energy is more flighty. All right. This person, yes, very, very passionate, very intense, but for a second, you know, this is not the type that is going to, you know, really like be in something for the long haul, unless they are older. All right. If we're dealing with an older Knight of Wands, then you may have a chance with this person, you know, sort of settling down, but they will get tired of this romanticizing. And this could be you who is the Knight of Wands, and you're dealing with a more like a romantic lover or, you know, whatever. But yeah, if they're not old enough yet and not ready for that, this fantasizing illusionary, you know, type of energy is going to die off, right? Like, it's not going to last. Their attention will not last very long with this Knight of Cups here. This is the Page of Wands. Yeah. So I don't know. It does feel like this person is just a little bit younger. whoever is in this side, more fiery, more enthusiastic, more childlike, wants to be free, wants to be on the go. They want to experience more things, like to them, it's like, I'm feeling that somebody here, whoever this is like, this is not all life has to offer, right? Like, isn't there more? Shouldn't there be more to life? So this person is having a hard time connecting here. Temperance is coming in again because something is saying or attempting to bring balance to the situation. But again, there's a lot of obstacle here. It's like, how can something so beautiful be created? Or like, how can you get this beautiful thing that you want out of this messy, yucky darkness? Like I don't know how to explain it. Oof, I don't know what this feeling is. It's like so much dark is here, and someone is expecting beautiful, fantastic, romantic energy to come out of this really dark, dense, like messy, chaotic place. That's a hard job to do, right? Like, that's why it's so hard. It's so challenging. Somebody has a big job to do. That is, in fact, what they're trying to accomplish here. Four of Cups. This is let down. Someone's been let down. Someone is in their feels a little bit. I'm feeling, yeah. Someone's in their feels. A little sensitive here. What's happening? What else for the Gemini, please? If you're relating to the reading in any way, please click the little like button on the video. I would appreciate it. Thank you again, as always, for allowing me to read for you. The Hanged Man. Oh. Someone has gotten their feelings hurt and are sort of retracting or like going within. Quickly. That happens quickly. So you have the Four of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Eight of Wands, and the King of Cups. Yeah, it's just a lot of this incompatible energy here. I'm also feeling that some of you have not been able to express how you really feel to another person. I don't think that somebody knows how you feel. Therefore, you're trying to create a synchronistic moment. Okay, some of you have a crush here. That's okay. I can see that. But it's like whoever I'm tapping into, maybe you want to communicate with this person. Like your eye is on someone. All right. Your eye is on someone. You watch them. You think about them. Maybe y'all are friends, so you do have conversation with them, something like that. But there's baggage. There's past. Either you're bringing it with you, they're bringing it with them. The both of you have your baggage. There is a past. The baggage can also be a past relationship that the both of you had with one another. If that is you and you have a past relationship with someone and there's unfinished business or like a conversation that has to happen, just have the conversation. Okay, just open up, be open, be honest about it, let it out so you can start new, is what I'm feeling here. Because some of you are dealing with someone from your past, right? With the Six of Cups card, that is literally what it means. And it was the first card out. You could also have a soul tie with this person if it is a new person that you are eyeing at this time. But again, you're in your feels about it. They are free and you need to catch them if this is what you want. I was feeling, what was it when I was meditating on your energy? Because I was getting that heartbeat, so it sounded like an ultrasound. So I don't know if some of you are dealing with a pregnancy. I feel like somebody here is interested in a pregnant person, a pregnant woman. Okay, it's not your woman, it's not your baby, but you're interested in them. I don't know what that is. Let the synchronicity happen. Let it happen on its own. You don't have to force it. Like just be natural as much as you can. If you like this person a lot, and you're overthinking it and you're thinking about where you are, like you're not good enough for them or something like that, like don't worry about that. That's not a factor here. I'm feeling that strongly. Like you have nothing to worry about. If you force it, though, that's where it can get tricky. That's where it's going to get messy. You both have the baggage. Like you can't get rid of that. But the only thing to do is open up and be open about it, right? Like communicate about it. Temperance is here for a reason, right? Like it is trying to do its job. Like let the universe do its job. Let temperance do its job. Don't interfere with the timing factor in this situation. Just allow it. Be open. Be receptive. An opportunity comes to hang out with this person, to talk with this person, to do something, say yes, but that's as much as you can go and let it just unfold naturally. Let it happen naturally. This is a union, a connection, whether it's romantic or not, that is supposed to help heal. So be careful with like being overly sensitive. I don't know if this is you or them, but somebody here gets their feelings hurt and retreats and goes back, like steps back. This will happen. You being conscious about it will allow you to identify it when it does happen and deal with it in a better way, right? If you're taking this reading seriously. And this will happen in a couple of weeks. So just something to think about here. This person is young-minded, is a little bit inexperienced. And so sometimes the things that they say may come out wrong, or you may perceive it wrong. It doesn't seem like it's personal, right? They're just a free spirit. So if this does happen and somebody gets their feelings hurt, you take a step back and you sort of go into a shell here. Somebody does. So I would just say to watch for this behavior. Don't take it too far, and learn from it. Learn from it. Whatever they said, I am feeling that it could be like a trigger or like a mirror effect. So why did their words make you feel this way? You also have the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups. Something happens super quickly. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of intensity here. Quick, fast movement. Major creativity. Especially next to a King of Cups. Someone is like filled with passion and creativity here. It's like control yourself. Someone needs to control their emotion. Maybe they're overflowed with emotion. This card wanted to come out earlier, and it did. All right, so you have the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, I mean, again, I don't know what it is. It's just like a lot of waiting. For one, I feel a lot of waiting, a lot of pacing still. What's going to happen? What are they going to say? What are they going to do? what should I do next? What should I say next? I don't know, like playing out conversations in one's mind. It's just very in the head. So you want to try to root it back down, get back into your body. If you find yourself overthinking, you're too high up in the head, in the headspace, in the thoughts, so take a walk, take a breather. You have the 9 of Cups. This is a beautiful energy. You have anxiety about this turning out well. This person is a little bit too intimidating. And I think it's just them. It's probably because, you admire them, or you have a crush on them, or you want to get to know them. You're excited about them, something like that. They're teaching you something. You're fascinated, like you can listen to them talk for hours, or it's just this matter of like, I want more. I want to know more. I want more time with them, like whatever. And so it starts to create some anxiety and some fear around the fact, like, is this too good to be true? With this Mother of Wands, and this could be you or someone else, with this Mother of Wands, very similar to the Daughter of Wands, male or female for both, there's just passion and action, right? Like you want to gain the attention of a Queen of Wands. Take action. Do something. Invite them out. There's have an activity to do. Be spontaneous. Be spur of the moment. Stand out in certain ways. And if you're not usually like that, and that is not your comfort zone, then that is something to think about. You don't want to change who you are just for the sake of impressing someone. You can impress them for the first few months, and then next thing you know, you start to show your true self, and they're like, what happened, right? Where's the person that I was getting to know here? But there is a lot of fiery energy. And I think that with, the Gemini, you can be active. So don't shy away. Now's not the time to shy away. Share, open up, share the experiences, share the pain, share the story, talk it out, I don't know why I'm getting this, but like, say it, say the thing, whatever that baggage is. There's work to be done here. Yeah, work for it. Somebody is like, let's work for it. Let's work on it. Let's do this. Let's take action. Let's, build something together. All right, let's see what other energy wants to come through. Let's get some clarifiers on these cards and take a deeper look here. This person has your blood pumping, because I have heard that beating throughout the entire reading. I know it's not just me, right? All right. 10 of Wands. I mean, this is just baggage, okay? Like this is clear to me. Let's just get a card for it. Yeah, I mean, you are hesitant. Like, if you were to share your story, you may feel embarrassed. You may feel like it's going to make them think differently about you. But to me, it doesn't feel like that. I think this person values authenticity, depth, getting to know a person, the real person, more than anything else. A Mother of Wands, a Queen of Wands, male or female, like they can see through that. They don't want superficiality. That's not what they're into. What is the Son of Cups? Here's the Death card. So you have the Death card and the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is different. It's different. It's not what you like, the same type of person, relationship, connection that you've always known. Like this one stands out. This one is here to change you. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's like you're loving it. You're loving every moment of it. Even though you feel fear. Even though you have fear that, you don't want it to be fake. You don't want to go through the same thing you went through before. You don't want them to know about your baggage and, your past or whatever. What is Temperance? The Emperor and the Five of Pentacles. You have an opportunity to overcome this lack. This is so strong of a message. What you perceive is your lack is your greatest quality. It's your greatest skill set. It's your greatest asset. What we go through in life, our trials, our tribulations, our failures, our pain, our trauma, like all of the quote unquote baggage that we collect throughout life because of experience that we've had, that is what we are meant to share. When we overcome these things, when we get back on our feet, when we are on the other side of the shitty situation, and we look back and reflect on these low moments, whether they were literal, right? Like material type of things where you were down and out, just starting out in life, didn't have a home, like whatever. Or when you were at your lowest place is when it comes to trauma and pain or depression, or a lowest place when it comes to relationships, when you were in those toxic, relationships that we all have to go through, right? In order to learn something about ourselves. We all have those toxic relationships in the beginning of life, like whatever it is. Those stories and how you overcame them and the wisdom that you gained by coming out of that and moving on and getting to the other side, like that is our strength. That is our skill. That is our talent. That is what we are meant to share with others. Like if you have had a previous time where you've had really shitty situations in relationship, but you changed your pattern and you healed it, right? You share that with the world. You share that with other people. That's just an example. So whatever it is that you feel is your lack is actually your greatest gift here. And that is something like your ability to overcome it and to learn from it and gain wisdom and, not only help yourself, now it's time to help others, right? Like this is what, this either relationship, this connection, this situation is here to help you tap into and help you see, if that makes sense. But it's also telling me like, you don't have to feel anxious and fearful that somebody is not going to see that in you or somebody's going to judge you because of your past. Your past is something to be proud of, right? How you overcame it, how you healed from it or handled it, what you learned from it, whatever the case is, how you can own it. All right. Page of Wands. 8 of Swords. Yeah, this person feels a little bit of the same. This person, from their perspective, they have fear of not being able to support themselves. All right, of not having independence. They need to feel independent. They need to feel free. They need to feel like they are in control of their life. This is a strong-minded character. This is a strong-minded person here. Even though they're younger, they do know what they want and what they don't want. They're very clear about their future. They're very clear about who they are and how they got to where they are. They're wise beyond their years, I do feel. They're very perceptive. They are patient. At the same time, they are free. They're different, you know. They're more real. They're not as superficial as you're used to, like dealing with other people. I'm feeling that like this person shows their rawness and is very unapologetic for it. But they also are open with the fact that they also have felt pain. They also have felt the trauma. They also have their own baggage. You know, they're the parts of themselves that they think are destabilizing. Like, it's like, I know that I'm this way. Like they are saying, like, I know I'm this way. I know I have things to work on, you know, but at the same time, I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to fix this. They're very persistent. They have goals. They have aspirations. They have a vision of where they want, like where they see themselves later on in life. All right. Let's talk about this Four of Cups and this Hanged Man together. Jeez. What is happening with all these sword cards? I mean, yes, you're a Gemini, but these swords are different. These are, I don't know, just a lot of overthinking. It's like, this is over. Like, oh my God, like it's ruined. Be careful. Be careful with, like self-sabotage. Somebody is self-sabotaging here. What is this? Hold on, I'm feeling this out. I don't know, Gemini. It does feel like somebody just woke up with regret. And it happened really quickly. This could also have nothing to do with this person that we're tapping into. I'm feeling for some of you, it's completely different situation. It happens throughout the course of the next 30 days or so. Someone has just been hurt by someone they care about. Woke up, I'm getting that strongly. Someone woke up with full of regret. What is the Eight of Wands and the Father of Cups? There's change. Something has changed. Watch the Sagittarius reading. They got this as well. You have the Death card here. Did I say that? This is not the Death card. What is this then? 10 of Wands. Oh, 2 10 of Wands. Yeah. There's a relationship here that you've had with somebody that is different. Like it's no longer the same. Someone was stabbed in the back. Someone was hurt. And it has to do with like the influence of other people as well. There's a lot of like other energy coming through here. As you are getting to know this person up top, and it could be again healing and all of the things. It's like that saying where when we heal and when we ascend, right? An ascension from the perspective of opening up our consciousness and getting out of the box, right? Like seeing things in a bigger picture. the getting closer and closer to source, closer and closer to the truth of life and all of the things. We're not energetically on the same vibration, on the same level as a lot of the people who are in our lives, from our past or whatever, right? So sometimes as you are going through these shadow moments, through this dark work, through the change process, the transformation, death and rebirths, like all these hard things, we do see people who were in our lives fall out, which only makes it harder, right? For a little bit until you realize like they had to go, like you're no longer on the same page. You're no longer resonating on the same page. You cannot go where you are going if you're still associated with certain frequencies, certain energies. And in a lot of cases, this is people, So yeah, there's a change here between you and another. One more for this whole situation, this whole role. Ooh, geez Louise. Who are you dealing with? Why? I'm sorry. Yeah, this is not a good influence in your life anymore. Maybe they once were. Maybe, I don't know, something happened. They have changed. You have changed. They're not happy about it. I'll tell you that. You want to be very, very careful with this person. It says it's a King of Wands, but it could be male or female. Very careful. If you are doing spiritual work, you need to do protection spells. You need to protect yourself in some way. Do some cleansing and protection work. If you're brand new to this and you just have no idea what to do, like today, just buy a white candle and light it on your kitchen table for now, until you feel safe again. But yeah, this person is I don't think you're going to hear I don't think this is the end. Like, this doesn't feel very safe to me. Whether it's like energetic interference that they may be sending your way, or literal interference, depending on who this is. Like, you know who this is, right? You know what they're capable of and not capable of. But someone is pissed off. Yeah, someone is mad. These cards keep flying out. That is the Ace of Swords. This is truth here. Someone needs, there's a Hierophant again. Someone needs to use spirituality, connection with source, connection with whatever religious pantheon you're connected to or you were raised with, something, and pray about it. And also don't feed into it, stay away, stay quiet, go ghost, right? Change your number, lock your doors if it gets that far. But other than that, just don't feed into it. Don't communicate. Don't say anything. Like, I'm feeling this super strongly. Whoever this is for, don't say anything. Even a little word continues to give hope to a person who is trying to get your attention and grab onto your energy. Even if they're texting you all kinds of really mean things or whatever, threats or whatever, and you just say the word stop, something like that. The longer you go with zero communication, the better the situation will be. If you go 3 months without communicating, And then all of a sudden you say something, you're going to have to start all over again. This is like literally, I'm feeling this super strongly for somebody out there, like nothing. Like you need to mourn this person. That's even if they're alive. Okay. There's a difference between getting over a person and mourning a person that is still alive. That's like the extent of this thing where it's like, when I'm saying don't allow them back in your life, like don't allow them back in your life. Like, even if they're alive, you need to mourn them as though they're never coming back. That takes a long time. That takes a lot of work. That's a lot of pain. I get it. I get it. I've done that. But it's the only way for a person like this. This here is beautiful, whatever this is. And if this person is not in your life yet, they will be. Because they're coming out again with these random cards that I'm pulling. And this is truth. This is light. This is bright. This is right. I don't know. Like, this feels good, whatever this is. Okay. You need to compartmentalize. You need to break apart this baggage that you're dealing with, this new thing that's coming through, your healing and transformation. Okay. Take it slow. This stuff doesn't happen in hours, in days, in weeks. Okay. This happens in months and years. This beating, this do is like universal time, like spirit time, like it's happening. Okay. Like this beat. It's like creating it. It's coming to fruition, but you are in zero control when it comes to when, where, what, why, how. Just allow. Work on what you can work on what you can control, and let the universe do the rest. Release everything else to the universe and let it happen as it happens. Do what you can, do what you know to do. What is all this? Yeah. Knight of Swords. Ace of Cups. The Sun. For the Nine of Swords here. You may get tired of yourself. You may be like, enough with this shit. Like, how can I say, like, if we are doing like a little bit of self-pitying and just being down on ourselves and a lot of this negative talk, like at some point there's a snap. At some point it's like, stop, enough already. Enough with the overthinking, enough with, talking down to yourself. Like, this is not the end of the world. It hurts probably, there's a lot going on. There's like so much hope and light and things to look forward to. But at the same time, there's like all this work to get out of this other situation. Like, there's a lot happening. Yes, granted, but it could be worse. Like you're so strong mentally that you can be able to get through this, right? Like, everything we do is from a mental perspective. It starts with the mentality. It starts with the thought process. In order for us to take action on something and bring something to life, right? Like your ability to be so clear and, to navigate through different situations and still be clear doing that as well. Like, that you have that gift. That you can do that. That you could also have this level of detachment as well. Like, just go there. Okay. At some point, it's like, enough is enough. You come out of the dark, you step out into the light. It's a new day. Every day should feel like that. Like, it's a new day, right? And make some progress day by day. But this is saying like enough with the overthinking, enough with, I don't know, being down on yourself. Eight of Cups to clarify the Nine of Cups. Yeah, go toward your future. Go toward the things that make you happy. Go toward the things that you want. Yep, this is a new day, a new start. Enter this portal. Enter this new world. Enter this new life. This will come like in the next 30 days or so, but still, like, get it going. Mother of Wands. I feel so strong here. Like, you're so strong here. I love this feeling for you. And you're better than all of this. You can get through all of this. And you can put this behind you. Mother of Wands. Five of Wands. Seven of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're standing up for yourself. You're being really passionate about it. You know what you want. You know what you're looking for, going for. You know, you're talking to people. You're putting people in their place. Not saying this person, for that one person, whoever I'm telling you that's like zero communication. That's not what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it's like you're overcoming these obstacles. You're overcoming these people. Like everybody that you felt that was like on your imaginary list of people who were giving you shit and giving you problems and, you know, have an opinion about every little thing and whatever. It's just like, have a conversation with them, done. Have a conversation with them, done. Have a conversation with them, done, right? Like you're dropping, these people are dropping. But I do feel that there's some type of like open communication. Like, look, this is where I'm coming from and that's it, right? This is what I'm doing and that's it. I don't need your permission. I don't need your opinion, right? Like, thank you for wanting the best. Thank you for supporting me, like however they can, right? But at some point it's like, enough is enough. I'm doing this. Let me do it, you know? Eight of Pentacles. The Fool, new start. You're working on your new life. Perfect. Beautiful. You're a little scared, but who cares? Nothing great never like ever happened without some fear, right? Without some hesitation. Like if we need courage, there's fear. If there wasn't fear, then we wouldn't need courage, right? Like that's what fuels us. That's what gets us going. If not, then everything would be easy, you know? And yes, I get it. Why isn't everything easy? Because then it wouldn't be worth it. If everything was easy, it wouldn't feel worth it. We wouldn't appreciate it. We wouldn't cherish it. We wouldn't take care of it if things came easy. All right, what is the guidance card from the universe for the Gemini, please? This is the Work Your Light Oracle. Get some guidance here from Source. Okay, now I'm just being stubborn and I want a card to fall out. Okay, there you go. You're already doing it. Yes. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. You're already doing it. Page 30. All right, let's see. Hope you can see the card. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Do not question things so much. You're on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening, and you are closer than you think. You're exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Do not rush. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane, water your own garden, knowing that your time will bloom. Knowing that your time to bloom will soon come. You're already doing it. Keep going. Beautiful. Great job, Gemini. Hope it all works out. I hope nothing but the best for you. Thank you so much for your time and energy. As always, take a look at your rising sign, your moon sign, your partner's sign. If you want a personal reading, I do personal readings. My email address is in the description of the video. Just message me. You send me an email and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.